Why is Liverpool having a hard time this season? Why are Liverpool games not going the way they were last season despite making so many summer signings? Why is Liverpool struggling game after game? What can be the problem? What can be the solution? In this video, I'm going to bring you guys how Liverpool season is looking like and how the season is going to look like, the possible problems and the solution to Liverpool this season. So if this is the first time you are come across my YouTube channel, I will appreciate if you can hit a thumb up to the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel and watch the video carefully till the end, because I have so many things I would like to share in this video with you guys. Now let us get into the detail. When you take a look at this season 2025-2026, Liverpool have played 7 Premier League games, and out of those 7 Premier League games, Liverpool suffered 2 defeats, a defeat to Crystal Palace and a defeat to Chelsea. They have collected 15 points out of possible 21 points, and now they are occupying the second spot of the Premier League table, 2 points behind Arsenal. And when you take a look at the other 2 games in the UEFA Champions League, they won 1 of those games against Atletico de Madrid, 3-2, and suffered a defeat against Galatasaray, 1-0. Is that the best form of Liverpool? No. Liverpool is actually going through a period of transition, and after this period, Liverpool fans are going to enjoy. I know many people are beginning to drag Liverpool despite making more than 500, spending more than 500 million euros during this summer to sign Florian Wirtz, Alexander Isak, Hugo Ekitike, Jeremy Frimpong, Milos Keskes, and even their goalkeeper, right? The truth is this: Liverpool is going through a period of transition. What Liverpool is going through now is what they were supposed to go through last season. Why they did not suffer last season? Simply because Arne came in and used the players that were left behind by Jurgen Klopp, and this time they went and signed 5 players, and those 5 players are still trying to adapt into the team. Because when you even take a look at the start of Alexander Isak have scored just 1 goal with Liverpool, not even in the Premier League, in the Carabao Cup, and he have provided just 1 assist in his first games that he have played so far with Liverpool. And if I'm being honest with you, I've not seen a single game this season where Liverpool dominated from the first minute till the last minute, right? No game. I've not seen any game. And now when you take a look even at the tactical breakdown of the team, Liverpool is actually going through hard times. And one of the reasons why I think Liverpool is going through hard times is not even because of the players that arrive, it's because of decision making. I think Arne Slot is having a difficult time making the rightful decisions for Liverpool, because we see games where he don't even know if he's going to start Hugo Ekitike or Alexander Isak. And if I'm being honest with you, with the way Alexander Isak have played in his games with Liverpool, all the games he have played, I don't think Alexander Isak at this time deserves a starting spot. Hugo Ekitike have shown the stats are there, the statistics are there, everything is there. So I think Hugo Ekitike deserves a starting spot ahead of Alexander Isak. And now when you go to the level of the midfield, I think the whole of last season, even the season before last, right, Liverpool had a midfield made up of Gravenberch, Mark Alistair, and Szoboszlai. And ever since Arne Slot came in, the whole of last season, he used but this same midfield. But this season, because of Florian Wirtz, he's trying to change formations, turn into formations that will favor Florian Wirtz, and those tactics are not working. You see him use a formation of Gravenberch, Szoboszlai, maybe Florian Wirtz, or Gravenberch, Mark Alistair, Szoboszlai, Florian Wirtz. So I don't think that's really going to work. But to me, I think the solution to this Liverpool midfield is very simple. If Arne Slot takes the big decision, like, managing these top players, these world-class players, is very, very difficult. Florian Wirtz joined Liverpool, and I think they bought him for 160 million pounds, the most expensive player to join the Premier League. That is to live in another league to join the Premier League. You'll notice that they are trying to play this guy because he was bought for expensive money. I can still remember when Chelsea signed Moises Caicedo from Brighton, right? Even when things were not going well, Liverpool were still trying to play with this guy. But what I think Arne Slot needs to do is that since Szoboszlai is there and he's better than Florian Wirtz, it's not all about this season. Szoboszlai is a better player as compared to Florian Wirtz. I think playing a midfield of Mark Alistair, Gravenberch behind, and Szoboszlai ahead of them, maybe Florian Wirtz coming from the bench, can be the best solution for Liverpool, in my opinion, right? Or when you even take a look at the attack line, Gakpo, Hugo Ekitike, Mohamed Salah, Gakpo, Alexander Isak, Mohamed Salah, to me, that attack line is not really working. Why? Because I don't think Gakpo is at his best. I know this guy has a lot of speed, but I don't see Gakpo at his best this season. Now, when a player is not at his best, what is needed from a coach? As a coach, right, in a big club, I think one of the things that you need to do when your player is not at his best is by benching that player. I can still remember when the season just started, immediately after the Club World Cup, the first 2 games of Real Madrid, I saw that Vinicius Junior was not actually at his best. I was there recording videos. Xabi Alonso needs to bench Vinicius Junior. From benching him, he will know that his starting spot is actually shaky and he will try to give his best. And what happened when he was benched against Real Oviedo? He came from the bench, scored a goal, provided an assist, and he was crowned man of the match in that game. Right? I think if Arne Slot can do the same thing with Liverpool, then it is going to help Liverpool. Bench Gakpo, bench Alexander Isak, start the game with Federico Chiesa, Hugo Ekitike, and Mohamed Salah. The reason why I'm saying Mohamed Salah is that I've noticed that Mohamed Salah is that lucky player that even when things are hard, he tries to get a solution. I'm very serious. Mohamed Salah is someone that he's having bad games. Yes, it is normal for a player to have bad games. That's one reason why you will never see Jurgen Klopp substituting him. You will never see Arne Slot substituting him. Even when they need a goal and things are not going well and Mohamed Salah is having a bad day, he's always there. So I think an attack line made up of Federico Chiesa for a start, Hugo Ekitike, and Mohamed Salah is going to do well, because I don't see Hugo Ekitike as a winger. I don't see Alexander Isak as a winger, except Arne Slot wants to use the formation of 4-4-2, maybe Mohamed Salah on the bench, which is definitely going to be difficult, right? It is going to be difficult, and you play the game with maybe Hugo Ekitike, Alexander Isak. But if you're even using the formation of 4-4-2, I don't think that is going to really work well, because you have to bench some players. Maybe you want to work with Florian Wirtz, Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, and McAllister. Maybe you work with 2 attackers. I think that formation can also work. Yes, if you use 4 midfielders, 2 attackers, either Mohamed Salah with Hugo Ekitike or Mohamed Salah with Alexander Isak, it is going to work. I know Florian Wirtz is going through hard times. Yes, it is normal. It is not the amount of money that they bought him for that is going to change his career, right? Florian Wirtz was a very comfortable player with Bayer Leverkusen because they knew that he was the man. Everyone was looking up to him. But at Liverpool, in fact, in the Premier League in general, they don't look up to one player. And those are the type of things that the guy is trying to understand. And now, when you even go at the level of the player performances, man, if I'm being honest with you, like I said before, Gakpo deserves to be benched. Alexander Isak deserves to be benched. And since Federico Chiesa has proven that he needs a starting spot, let Arne Slot give him that starting spot for 2 games. Let us see if things are going to change in the days ahead. And even when you take a look at the top moments throughout the season, right, you notice that they won so many games. In fact, all the games that Liverpool won this season, there was no game that they scored a winning goal during the first 45 minutes of the game. I think the only game that they scored a winning goal during the first 45 minutes of the game was against Everton. But at the end of the day, Everton still scored a goal and the game ended 2-1. You get the point? The game ended 2-1. So I think Liverpool needs to really improve, because this is not the Liverpool that we all were thinking of. When I saw Liverpool winning the Premier League last season, and with the summer signings that they made, I felt like, no, Liverpool were going to go for every trophy. And even at this time, I'm still 100% confident that the only team that can stop Liverpool is Arsenal. I'm still confident. The only team that can stop Liverpool is Arsenal. And we all know Arsenal is a team that cannot be consistent throughout the season. I feel like at some point in time, Arsenal will slow down. And if they slow down, that Liverpool has taken off already, then Liverpool can cover up anything. So I'm still very confident they are going to win trophies this season. And now when you take a look at Arne Slot impact in this team, right, some people are going to call Arne Slot an average manager because he just sent players to go and play. I'm going to tell you guys that what you are saying is false. Why? Because I've taken a look at some games this season. Take a look at the Premier League day 1, match day 1 against Bournemouth. The game was somehow 2-2. What did Arne Slot do? He brought in Federico Chiesa. He came and scored the 3rd goal, and Mohamed Salah scored the 4th goal. The 4th goal. Just bringing in Federico Chiesa was enough to show you guys that there was a change in tactics, and that change in tactics was positive. Take a look at the game against Newcastle. He brought in Rio Gumoha at the age of 16, if I'm not mistaken. Imagine a player at the age of 16 being introduced into a game at St. James's Park, and you guys and the game is 2-2. You guys needed 1 goal to win the game. And there were players, there were options on the bench. You are bringing in a young guy, Rio Gumoha, 0 experience. You are going to tell me Arne Slot? Arne Slot, his tactics are good. At times, the only problem that I have with Arne Slot is the decision making. His tactics are good. And now, challenges and some setbacks. When you take a look at the season, you notice that Liverpool. One of their main challenges, from what I know, this is at the level of the defense. Yes, when it goes to the level of the defense, Liverpool is not at their best. When it goes to the level of defense, they are conceding goals from, like, when you take a look at the preseason games that they played, right from the preseason into the season, Liverpool are conceding goals back to back, and if they can solve that problem at the level of the defense, then they are good to go. When you even go at the future, like when you see Liverpool, what do you think is going to happen tomorrow? And if I'm being honest with you, Liverpool is going through a period of transition, and after this period, things are going to change. Liverpool fans are going to start celebrating victories, because a club like Liverpool, with all the players they have, cannot go like this throughout the season. When you take a look at the team, which player in Liverpool right now is not experienced? Tell me one player, because all Liverpool players are experienced. I mean, at the level of the UEFA Champions League, all of them have experienced the UEFA Champions League. Apart from Rio Gumoha, I think the goalkeeper Madamashi, something like, I've forgotten the name, the goalkeeper that was signed from Valencia. Alisson is going to return back from his injury after the international break. So all of these guys, Hugo Ekitike experienced Champions League, Florian Wirtz experienced Champions League, and every other player apart from Milos Keskes, Rio Gumoha, because Federico Chiesa have experienced the Champions League with Juventus, have experienced the Champions League with Liverpool. So all of these guys are experienced players, and I believe that in the days ahead, so many things are going to change. And now, fan perspectives. I know many football fans, many Liverpool fans are expecting a lot from this team. I'm not a Liverpool fan, sorry, I'm not a Liverpool fan, but I like this team. I like what they are doing. I like what Arne is doing. I like the players that they signed, and that's why I decided to record this video. And I'm among of those people, those Liverpool fans that are expecting a lot from Liverpool this season. If I'm being honest with you, when the season started, if you can check the video, I don't know the video somehow far, because I posted the video before the season started, right? If you check the video, you see the season 2025-2026 Premier League predictions, 2025-2026 European competitions predictions. In that video, I said Liverpool is my clear favorite to win the Premier League title, and after defeating Arsenal 1-0, I still stood by my statement. Liverpool is the favorite to win the Premier League title this season. Even right now, as I'm recording this video, Liverpool is still my #1 favorite to win the Premier League title this season. What Arsenal is doing, yes, they are doing a lot of good things. They have so many players from the bench and even on the pitch, but I have a feeling that the Liverpool we are watching is not the best of Liverpool. When Liverpool will get back on track, all of their players are attacking players. That's one thing I like about Liverpool. Gravenberch scored a goal against Newcastle. Gravenberch scored a goal against Everton, a defensive midfielder. And now Virgil van Dijk scored a goal against Atletico Madrid in the UEFA Champions League match they won, that gave them the victory. When you take a look at all the players, they are very, very offensive. It is just that they have problems when it comes to defending at times, but I think Liverpool is still to get back to their best. We are still to watch the best version of Liverpool. And one good thing in football is that when you are going through hard times and you are winning games, it makes a lot of sense, because you are trying to correct things and you are still getting the best from those mistakes. But Liverpool is not actually in that same scenario now, because at the start of the season they were having hard games, winning games, even with last-minute goals. But take a look at the goal that Crystal Palace scored them in the last minute of the game. So let us just assume that things are going to change in the next days ahead for Liverpool. Considering a goal in the 80 minutes plus against Crystal Palace and against Chelsea hurts a lot. But for now, let us just end the video here and assume Liverpool is going to get back to their best. Guys, if this is the first time you are coming across my YouTube channel, or if you have been watching my YouTube videos and you are still to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I will appreciate if you can subscribe to this YouTube channel, and most importantly, hit the thumb up to the video. Drop a comment down in the comment section about what you think about the 2025-2026 Liverpool football season, and most importantly, share the video. See you guys on to my next video.